Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. Today we have the Saturday Stumper, edited by Stanley Newman. You can find Stanley Newman's puzzles in Newsday and other outlets, not behind a paywall. The Saturday Stumper is a particularly difficult puzzle, intended to be more difficult than your Saturday New York Times puzzle. So let's see how it goes today. Rafael Musa is the constructor. And I've done Rafael Musa puzzles before, not a Saturday Stumper level, but other puzzles of his I've done that I've enjoyed. So let's see what we have today. One across is almost. No, one down is star bursts. That could be novas or novae. Two down, act too big. I think that's probably emote, to overact or ham it up on stage. Three down, for whom Neaty is a nickname. What name would Neaty be a nickname for? I don't know. One across is almost. Is it near? 13 across, all-encompassing space fiction concept. Nope, 17 across, modern missive. Missive is a message, I think. What is a modern message? 19 across, focus time. And 21 across, cruiser's domain. Maybe a cruise ship or a warship. I'd be on the sea. So let's try novas for star bursts. I'm going to try near for almost. Three down was for whom Neaty is a nickname. Well, four down, bed makeup. A bed of roses would be made up of roses. Not sure about that. What is the all-encompassing space fiction concept? No. Modern missive. A voice message or a voicemail. I think voicemail fits. Okay, you might send somebody a message by voicemail. Anita? Anita might, yeah, that would make sense to shorten Anita to Neaty, although it's not really that much shorter, is it? Bed makeup. A rock bed? And I don't like 19 across. That K doesn't make sense for focus time. That might be attention. A bed of rice might be a bed for some kind of dish. Okay, so four down, I'm going to try rice. I'm going to try attention, focus time. I'm not sure. Omni, all-encompassing space fiction concept. No. Five across is quick study. Five down is acted on, unacceptability. Acted on, unacceptability. You rejected something because it was unacceptable. Six down, layered indulgence. Could be some kind of pastry or cake that has layers. Seven down, colon. That might be used in analogies. A is to B as B is to, or C is to D. So let's try is to. Is a voice note a thing? I'm going to say voicemail really isn't that modern. It's been around for most of my lifetime. A voice note. Maybe that's like a WhatsApp or a message you would send by, you record that and send it as a message. 15 down is minute or minute. Eeny, teeny, weeny might fit. Quick study for five across. 14 down is gave vigorous expression to. I'm going to take out attention because I'm not quite sure what the ending would be, and maybe it's misleading me on some of these other down answers. 14 down, gave vigorous expression to. You heartily voiced your opinion. Nope. 6 down is layered indulgence. I think is to is correct for 7 down. 15 down, I want to try eeny or meeny. 23 across is domed abode. A yurt is a Central Asian tent that has a domed shape. So let's try eeny. Kind of in the sense of teeny weeny. It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. Attention looks more likely for 19 across. Now we have that ON. 22 across, MLB TV licensee. ESPN is the one I was just reading about yesterday. So I don't know. One of the networks maybe. 20 down, spreadsheet function. Sort file, nope. 8 across, go fast. No, 16 across, emulsion for main courses. Not sure what that is. 18 across, provocative poster, one who posts provocative posts on a message board or something, could be a troll. 8 down, varsity tutors offering. I don't know what varsity tutors is. Is it what it sounds like? Some kind of tutoring for students. Silver accessories for 9 down. And 10 down, Ontario's official flyer. I would think that would be the official airline in the province of Ontario, which I would guess would be Air Canada. Or is it Loon? Canadians have a loon on their currency. I guess that makes it official if it's on the currency, and a loon is a bird. So it's a flyer. 11 down, start too many a promise. I'll do X, Y, or Z. 12 down, what might precede a ceiling. No. 8 across, go fast. Is it some word like flit or something like that? Or is it to go without food, to go fast, to be fasting? No. You can have, what kind of emulsion can you have in a dish? The time in which you're able to focus on something is your attention span. If you have a short attention span for crossword videos, you might try watching this on double speed. That's how I rewatch them. Silver accessories. Note 20 down. Spreadsheet function. Sum is something you can do in a spreadsheet. Varsity tutors offering. Test prep. Or SAT prep, maybe a specific test. The SAT prep might be something a tutoring service helps you with. Emulsion. Aioli is a food thing. Emulsion, I think, is really blended. Like you put it in a blender, but even more so. I think that's what emulsion means, although I'm not really sure. But aioli, I think, is one involving garlic and oil. Go fast. And what might precede a ceiling. Ceiling spelled like the roof of a room, the top. What precedes the ceiling? Glass? The glass ceiling? I can't. Oil ceiling? Doesn't really have a meaning to me. And then go fast is to fly. Okay, I may have something wrong up there. 26 across, gathering. A meet up. Could be a gathering. Let's move back over here. The omniverse. So a space fiction, a series of space fiction novels or movies might be involve a concept of an omniverse, I guess. An all-encompassing series of universes, infinite universes. 14 down. Gave vigorous expression to vented. You vented your opinion vociferously. 5 down. Acted on. Unacceptable. Maybe you sent it back like an unacceptable dish or something. Maybe the aioli emulsion was not sufficiently emulsified to your taste, so you sent it back. Quick study. So I don't know what that is. And a layered indulgence. Nope, 22 across. MLB. TV licensee. PBS is a cable station. Okay, maybe they get some MLB games in the new deal. 24 across. Put lots of things away. No, 25 down is ace, for example, ACE, in all caps. What would that be? I don't know. 30 across is raising expenses. Child care might be the expenses involved in raising your children. 35 across, Mideast money. Rial is one way to spell Rial. I usually see it with a Y, but you can also spell it that way. Let's try that. 39 across, the best screen grabs. No, and 43 across, whom many a doctor charges. Your insurance company or an HMO or something. 30 down, real McCoys. Real McCoys. No, 31 down. It's on a Mauna Loa flank. Hilo is a city in Hawaii. Mauna Loa is a volcano in Hawaii. 32 down, biometrical target. Or maybe that's your iris. Biometrics is some kind of, fingerprints or retina scan, something like that to unlock something. What else would be Mideast money? 24 down is drill bits with a question mark. Mideast money. The best screen grabs. Clips could be screen grabs. That doesn't quite justify a question mark. I think 43 across. Whom many a doctor charges. 40 down is what may have multiple levels. Don't know that. 44 down, what can ready your roast? Not getting much there. What's 36 across? Calzones, continental, kin. Continental, kin. I'm not sure. Usually continental refers to the continent of Europe. Calzones are Italian, aren't they? They're already continental. So I'm not sure what that is. That would begin with a K. Of course, sent back could be incorrect. 25 down is ace. 41 across is extra crispy frozen food. Don't know. 25 down ace. 33 down, many Helsinki ferry patrons. Helsinki is across the Baltic Sea from Estonia, so maybe Estonians would be going back and forth between Helsinki and is it Riga? No, that's Latvia. Tallinn. Tallinn is Estonia. So I think this may be some kind of folded dumpling kind of thing that is similar to a calzone, but I'm not sure. Extra crispy. 45 across, they're thick in the head. Nope, 48 across, approval metaphor. You got the approval, you got the nod. And 37 down, person concerned with fulfillment. Somebody who fulfills order, and a warehouse worker who fulfills the orders. I don't know. 42 down is any member of the most species mammalian order. What order of mammal has the most species? I have no idea. 9 down is silver accessories. Is it pirated something? Or, okay, so silver might be a reference to Long John Silver. Silver is capitalized because it's the first letter of the clue, but it could also be capitalized because it is a proper name for Long John Silver, who is a famous pirate from fiction. So Long John Silver's accessories could be pirate something. And then go fast is to split. And TIL for preceding a ceiling. Go fast. I'm leaving in a hurry. I've got to split. I can kind of see that. I don't understand TIL. Is TIL an abbreviation in text speak for something? Talk to you later. No. Today I learned. That's what TIL means in text speak. Today I learned, but that doesn't have anything to do with the ceiling. So I'm confused by that corner. I like aioli. Maybe I'm spelling it incorrectly. Troll, I think, is correct. Attention span, year to meet up. Not sure. 34 across, ring to reach. You must reach for a ring, or you must ring me to reach me. Don't know. 38 across, going hard. 41 across, that's the extra crispy frozen food. Extra crispy makes me think of fried chicken. Original or extra crispy. Is it some kind of frozen pizza? Totino's? 27 down is road picture participant. The road pictures were Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. So it could be Bing or Hope, or maybe it's a different type of road picture. 28 down, family blank. And 29 down, subject of some park signs. Pets. Please keep your pets on a leash in the park. Possibly. Ring to reach. Going hard. You are at it. Well, you're really going at it. You're going hard after that goal. Family unit, maybe, is a term in demography. I'm not sure about this. Road picture. I like Hope or Bing for that. Extra crispy frozen food. Okay, let's look at these again. Mideast money. Rial and dinar, or shekel for Israel. I think Lebanon might use lira. Maybe that's right. Okay, so then real McCoys. The real McCoy is a phrase for the real deal, the genuine article. Is that misleading? Hatfield and McCoy was a famous feud. I don't know what it is. 39 across. The best screen grabs. Could that be the A-list? So Hatfield and McCoy, that was a feud between two clans in Appalachia, I think. So maybe real McCoys are a clan. Then the A-list, I guess the A-list of stars would be the best ones to appear on screen. I'm kind of reaching for that, I realize. Many a doctor charges nothing rings a bell there. Drill bits of drill. I'm thinking of what sense is drill used, like drill in the military. So marching steps or something like that could be bits of drill. Yeah, don't know. Maybe down here. 46 across. Perform well. 2 TikTokers. Nope, 52 across. Succeed through the straight and narrow. Nope, 55 across. Missouri-based Netflix crime drama. I think that's Ozark, which I haven't seen, but I've seen reviews of with Jason Bateman, I think. 55 down is prefix for raptor. No, 56 down, capital of New Zealand. Well, it's not Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand. Is it the money in New Zealand? I would guess that they would use pounds or dollars or something like that. I don't know Maybe there's a form of currency there I haven't heard of that begins with Z. Or if it was just Zealand, I would think Z would be the New Zealander way to name the letter Z. So maybe it is one of the capital letters that appear in New Zealand. Z and N would be what they are. So I think that might be it. 52 down, pottery. Nope, 58 across, that is Rossini, contemporary. Rossini was a composer who wrote Barber of Seville, maybe? It's another composer around that same time, don't know. 60 across, illustration, introduction. I think this may be illustration as an example. Let me illustrate what I'm talking about, and you would introduce that by saying, imagine this, or in other words, or something like that. Prefix for raptor, so velociraptor is the only thing I could think of, and that's not going to fit. 52 down is pottery. Drill bits. And 40 down is what may have multiple levels. A pyramid scheme, a tiered cake, a wedding cake, some kind of cake, cakes, nope, and whom many a doctor charges. Doesn't make any sense there. What can ready your roast? And 46 across, perform well, to TikTokers. What's the word for doing well? Isn't it eat? You really ate, you really... No, 47 down. German surname, not related to furry friends. A German surname. And I'm guessing it sounds like some kind of English word for cats, dogs, or pets. Cats might be a German surname. Perform well. To rock? You rock? It's more my generation. We can ready your roast. Well, if this is a Z, does that help with 59 across? Focus times. Zen. We had attention span. We had Zen moments or something. Focus times. A moment of Zen. Like Jon Stewart used to do on The Daily Show. Kind of a guess there as well. 53 down. Lacking a charge. It's free. Yeah, why not? Ball drop hours for 61 across. I guess that's Eastern Standard Time. The ball drop, capitalized like that, probably refers to the dropping of the ball in Times Square on New Year's Eve in New York, which would happen at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Person concerned with fulfillment. Or is this, I don't like an MT ending. Moment could be Zen something other than moment. 57 across, gifts with bells and whistles. Train sets would involve bells and whistles. Train something. What if this ends in IST? Succeed through the straight and narrow. 42 down is, that's the most species mammalian order. Rodent fits with the letters we have. There are a lot of different kinds of rodents, so yeah, maybe that is it. So focus times are Zen states. I'm in a state of Zen. That's possible. Step toward the bar. The bar, probably the bar exam here to become an attorney, and you would take the LSAT to get into law school. 49 across, get behind. To lag is to fall behind. 49 down, throw off. 50 down, put up or in. You put up, you anteed, you put something up or you put it in. Painter's white primer is gesso, which I've only seen used in crossword puzzles, but I've seen it enough that I remember it. And then 62 across, I think this is a Spanish language, ver blank color de rose, rosa, to be overly optimistic, to see everything in the color of roses, to see through rose-colored glasses in English, but todo means everything in Spanish. So I think ver todo color, I think it would be rosa, not rosé, but I think that may be a typo there on their part. Throw off is to lie to somebody, to throw them off the track. Okay, so ante looks right. Gesso, I think, is right. Zen states, train sets. Walk a fine line could be to succeed on a straight and narrow path. Straight and narrow as a phrase is usually spelled S-T-R-A-T-A-I-T, which is a synonym for narrow. So straight and narrow is kind of redundant the way it's usually or traditionally used. So someone concerned with fulfillment is, yeah, like some kind of ist. Fulfillment. A balloonist, an arsonist. No, don't know. They're thick in the head for 45 across. And 41 across, extra crispy. Can you have extra crispy tater tots, I guess? That does fit. And I can see how they would be well crisped. Oh, okay, so this isn't the road pictures, the Bob Hope and Bing Crosby pictures, Road to Bali, Road to Morocco, all of those. I think this is the Wizard of Oz. Walk on the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. So Toto would be a participant in that picture, the little dog. You and your little dog, too. So ring me to reach me, phone me to reach me, and then pirate hats for accessories worn by Long John Silver, the pirate. I'm still baffled by this corner. It's got to be split, makes the most sense for go fast. What else would be? And it's go quickly. To leave a place quickly is just split. And I don't know how till precedes a ceiling. Makes me think of a tile ceiling, which would make sense, but there's no, that's not the word, it's till, not tile. I think I'm going to have to trust the luck on that one. I can't think of anything else to do to this corner if I start messing around with TIL. Could I spell aioli with an E, maybe? I still can't think of what would precede a ceiling. Okay, I'm going to try that. I'll leave it in and see what happens. If I have something wrong, it's probably going to be that one. Okay, so quick study. To study something quickly is to cram, to, I don't know. And then a layered indulgent. Is it some kind of tart? Put lots of things away, to overeat, to, don't know that, calzone cousin. 25 down is ace, and 37 down, person concerned with fulfillment. They're thick in the head. Yo-yos, dodos. A hedonist would be concerned with fulfilling their earthly desires. And then dodos could be a word for somebody who's slow or thick in the head. I think dodos, the animal, actually had thick skulls. Is this a knish? A knish is like a Jewish pastry. So maybe like further north on the continent. If you think of Italy as the peninsula and the rest of Europe as the continent, then the Knish, I think, would be from a region north of Italy. So maybe that works. Ace, is that a triad? ACE. Oh, that could be a music triad. ACE are all music notes. Okay, so maybe A, C, and E, they would be first, third, and fifth position, I think, in a chord, possibly. Put lots of things away. Let's try croissant for the layered indulgence. Croissants have layers. They're flaky. And then science. So I think we're just abbreviating the word science, which could be a synonym for study. So I guess that works. All right. So what is 24 across? Put lots of things away. To feast. Yeah, to overeat. To eat a lot. But you really put a lot away at the feast last night. The best. Oh no, this is drill bits. Is it like a flash mob? Flash marks? A doctor charges. And any of these could be incorrect, or all of them. Multiple levels for a what can ready your roast? Is it a roast like a comedy roast? If not, what else would roast mean other than like a rib roast or a pot roast? Would you cook it in a wok? Maybe. A doctor might charge you for a no-show. Yeah, you'll be charged for a no-show. I guess you can ready a roast in a wok. I'm not a great cook. I've never seen that on Top Chef or anything like that. Drill bits. So I'm thinking of like a flash mob where they get together and they do synchronized movements, which might be a drill. It doesn't quite fit. Multiple levels for a toll something. Cook can be perform well. You might use flashcards to drill yourself on studying something. Okay, so drill bits are flashcards. A toolkit would have many bits for a drill in them. All right, I think we're almost done, except for that top right corner that may be incorrect. Verdi is another composer I've heard of. Is there an oviraptor? That could mean someone who steals eggs, a creature that steals eggs. Okay, id est means it is in Latin. So yeah, give an example. You might begin IE, which stands for id est, and then 52 down. Pottery is ware. Let me show you my wares that I've created in the pottery. So I think that's an E to finish the puzzle. I hope this is right. We did it. Okay. I'm going to have to do some more thinking and Googling to figure out 12 down. What might precede a ceiling? Let me know in the comments if you can figure that out, because it just makes no sense to me. And I was split. I was pretty sure about aioli. I'm pretty sure about that spelling. Troll looked good, so I thought that was correct, but I just can't figure out what that means. Novas. I've been burned before where I put in nova and then it turns out to use the Latin plural of novae with an E there. But C, let me know what is right there. Emote is kind of a crosswordy word. Usually don't see words like that in Stanley Newman's puzzles, but I think it worked here. And then Neaty as a nickname for Anita. Makes sense once I found out it was Anita, and then I could figure out what it was, but I couldn't have gotten it just from the clue. A bed of rice, what did I try there? A bed of roses, a bed of rocks, a bed of all kinds of things. So I'm venting about the puzzle now. Oviraptor, I guess, is a bird that steals another bird's eggs, or maybe a lizard that steals eggs, something like that. All right, that was a good puzzle. I really enjoy the Saturday Stumper. What's our time? I can't see the clock. It's too high on the screen for me, but my recording software says 35 minutes. So I've probably been blathering on here at the end for about a minute. So I think 34 minutes for a Saturday Stumper is a pretty good time for me. I've never done one of these in under 30 minutes. And sometimes they're up around 40 or 50 minutes. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed these puzzles. I'll include a link to this puzzle in the description down below so you can see. You can do it yourself. So please come back and join me for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.